3, 2, 1. Oh, I didn't stop the timer in time. Anyway, enjoy golf.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to TurboFest Day 3. How y'all doing? My name is LattMackey, and this is going to be some power golf. Oh my gosh, yes. Can you speedrun golf? Well, I mean, yes. Do you want to? Well, yes. Well, that's exactly what we're going to do this morning. Hope everyone's having a good one out there. Thought I would share the Hue card here with you before we get started. Oh, jeez. Camera doesn't have autofocus, so it's somewhere over here. Just this pretty cool artwork. One of the things that's slightly different about the PC Engine version of games compared to the TurboGrafx 16 version is that we actually get artwork on the PC Engine games. The TurboGrafx 16 literally just has like a color and then the title of the game, and that's all you get. Apparently, we're just not good enough for artwork here in the States. So there you go. Anywho, hope everyone's having a good morning if you're here in the States, or if you're in the rest of the world, good afternoon, good evening. Hope everything's going well. As Kat mentioned, we've got quite a lineup going here today, and we're starting it off all with a good old game of power golf. A couple of things here. So this is a speed run. I'm going to take it a little bit slower than a speed run so I can explain some of the things that are going on. But there are three, it's the same course. The thing about power golf is that it's going to be, whatever version of the game you play in, whatever category you set it on, the course is always going to be the same. Same song, same course. You'd think that would get boring, but there's some really interesting things that you can do. There's 3 different characters you can play with, and there's also different varieties of gameplay that you can get through when you're doing this. So we're going to try, see what we can do here, and we'll see what happens. Here we go. Okay, timer, yes. We're going to start it off here in just a second. So there's right now the categories on the leaderboards are just stroke play, match play, competition, but I've never actually done like a match play run, but I'm sure at some point maybe I'll get around to doing that. This is a game you could actually play multiplayer. So one of the things about PC Engine and TurboGrafx 16 is the console itself only has one controller input. So if you're playing something, with a friend or whatever, you got to hand off the controller, or you get something called a Turbo Tap, which allowed for more controllers, and it's great for Bomberman. I'm not sure what other games actually support multiplayer, but I've played Bomberman, and that's actually quite fun. So this is we're gonna get started right here. So I got the timer up, and hope everyone's doing well. I'm gonna take a quick sip of caffeine. It's a little bit early here in California. It's literally 8 o'clock, so. Which, normally isn't that wild or anything, but, I, like always, stayed up a little late the night before, the kind of thing. So, Sunday morning golf feels so right. I know, should I do the commentary just like, and LattMackey steps up the tee, on the first hole, and let's see what happens. Turbo first character. Nah, I can't do that the whole time. I would put everyone to sleep here. Okay, folks, here we go. In 3, 2, 1. I'm going to play with the female character. There's a couple different reasons. The way that she, oh geez, this is going to the out of bounds. The way that she hits the ball is a little bit more forgiving as far as things go. Okay, so we're going to actually do this one again. Perfect timing. First shot out of bounds. What to explain here? So let me get the first shot up, and then I can explain exactly what's going on. So it's a very typical, like golf swing meter from the era. It seems like every golf game of this era had a very similar swing. You're going to be noticing that I hit driver nearly on every shot, and there's an important reason behind that. The game doesn't auto-select clubs based on where your distance is to the hole. So the quickest way to select the club is just to keep it on driver the whole time. Even in situations like this, I was about to hit a weird shot, that's why I let it go. Even in situations like this where I'm right next to the green. The one club that does auto-select is the putter, so at least I don't have to select the putter here. And we're out. Oh, triple bogey. Look at that. Nice. Great way to start. One of the things, too, that makes this game a bit unique and a little bit different from other games of the era is that the wind. You'll see the little arrow above the map of the hole. And the wind literally changes on every single shot. So as you can imagine, there's a fair amount of RNG here. Okay, this might get there. Oh, we hit the tree. That's fine. That's not the worst place in the world to be. We're going to avoid the out of bounds here. What? How'd that go out of bounds? I don't understand how that worked. This has never happened before. This is twice now I've had it. This never has happened before. Okay, I have never seen that get stuck like that. That was new. Completely new. There is a, you give up at some point after you've hit too many shots, so. There we go, let's try this again. You hate to, you really do. There are some interesting things as far as like the speed tech goes. Oh, I did not mean to do that. But a lot of times you do want to hit it in the sand because it actually slows the ball down right away. So this is one of the few times when I'm in sand is one of the few times I will actually switch clubs. There we go. That's a good shot. We might forfeit here pretty soon though, which that doesn't invalidate anything or anything like that. 11 strokes. Okay. Yes. It's I'm trying to give what the casual experience might feel like in this game. So here I'm actually purposely trying to hit in the sand because it just stops the ball. It's actually quicker to do it that way. And then to switch over to the sand wedge. There weren't a ton of sports games that came out on the TurboGrafx 16. So it's fortunate that we have a decent golf game. There is a follow-up to this. I think it's called Power Golf 2. And I played it once or twice. And it's a CD game. And truthfully, I kind of feel like it's an inferior version. The sequel, the music is almost, it's tough to listen to. But then the gameplay itself was not nearly as fun as it was in this game. They really changed it up, and wonder if it was a different company, just, had the name or something. I'm actually trying to hit it in the water here because you get very decent and very, look where the ball falls. And it's quick. There's really like you get a stroke penalty, but when you're doing a speedrun of a game, strokes really don't matter. Human Sports Festival. Is that on the TurboGrafx 16? Okay, so we're gonna see. It should be curving okay. Oh, let's see. Not the worst place to be. I was gonna hit it too hard, so that's why I stopped. There we go. That's what I wanted to do. Oh, that should have gone in. I don't know why that didn't. Oh my gosh. Must have been a little too hard. So, once again, the stroke count doesn't really matter too much as far as speedrunning goes. We're just trying to get through it as fast as we can, so. The fairway is usually the best place to be as far as going up towards the pin. So I want to use the sand here to just stop the ball, and it actually did work. Okay, cool. So this is actually something that somebody pointed out to me while I was playing about using the sand as far as like stopping the ball and using it as a speed strat. It's actually worked out quite well. You can almost use it on every hole. Interestingly enough, there's also a little animation. If you get on the green here in, let's say you get like a birdie opportunity, excuse me, a little animation plays that says, you birdie attempt, and it actually wastes time. So you don't always necessarily want to get on the green as fast as possible, or I'm sorry, as little strokes as possible. Few strokes. Okay. No, still not too far left. So if you hit it on the left or the right of the little red thing on the swing cycle, you can curve the ball, and sometimes that's actually quite helpful. Is that too hard? A little bit too hard. That's fine. Should be fine. And this sets me up for... Now, I would have wanted to be here in one fewer stroke. That's not the worst thing in the world. There we go. Good morning, everybody. Hey, Zai, Feltempe, Cheese, hey, Infinite. Hello, everyone in the chat. Hope everyone's having a good Sunday morning. If it goes in the water here, this one can be a little bit kind of weird. I think that was a pretty good spot, though. Yeah, we got an unfortunate spot on that one. There's a little trigger somewhere in the water, and I think it's up closer to the trees. So if you fall in the water here, it's not nearly as advantageous in some of the other holds. So NFL Blitz. Yeah, I haven't played that one yet, too. Once again, the console doesn't have a ton of sports games, so my experience with them is a bit limited, but ooh, that should be pretty good. Cool. Okay. The arrows do indicate something as far as like the greens going with like slopes and hills like that. Truthfully, I have still struggled. I've put a few hundred attempts into this game now, and I've struggled with understanding still to this day the way that the arrows work. There we go. The console somehow has 3 dodgeball games. Well, of course it does. Why not, right? If you're collecting for the console or anything like that, or you're interested in picking up the games and stuff, Power Golf is typically a bit more inexpensive. We mentioned this on the pre-show way back on Friday, that this was a launch title for the console. So there's actually a fair amount of versions of it, of the cards themselves around. Trying to be a little more particular here. Hoping the wind would work. Oh man, that was too hard, huh? Oh, it's out of bounds. No! I didn't realize I hit it that hard. It must have been like perfect. Let's try that again. There we go. That should be fine. Trying for the sand. It just stops the ball. And we're on to the next one. They made everything an RPG for the console. That's going to be a little short. That's fine. Tennis, right. F1 and dodgeball. Oh, that is not going to get there. And I guess this depends really on the golf game you're playing, but on the putting, you always need to take a little bit more than you think you need to take as far as power goes on the putting. Kind of reminds me, I've been playing the more recent Mario Golf that just came out on Switch, and it's a similar thing to that. Oh, that is not good. How many times am I going to put it out of bounds? Okay, that one at least didn't go out of bounds. That was close, though. I try not to aim too much because it does slow you down. I try to instead use curving to work. And typically that's a bit faster, but you're not as nearly as accurate as you probably need to be. Oh, in the sand. Okay, that's fine. Wanted to get over the sand, but... There we go. Good shot. Yes, I am familiar with the Japan exclusive baseball game, and I still haven't played it yet, but... Hey, there we go. Bogey, perfect. Okay, so I'm going to aim here a little bit. This way I can curve it back some and try to land it here on the green. Ah, perfect. Okay, that was nice. Almost exactly where I want to be. Might be just a little bit further to the left, but that's pretty close. Try to curve around these trees. Let's see what happens. That should be okay. Yeah, there we go. Cool. Okay. This one's actually going pretty well. You want to avoid sand traps on the fairways for a bunch of different reasons. Ooh, that might be too hard. Hit that pretty good. Okay, there we go. Mostly because you're going to have to switch clubs to hit it out. Like the one thing about the oh, see, here's the 4 birdie animation. It just wastes time. It just sits there, does nothing. There we go. First birdie of the hole. But if you hit it on the sand traps in the fairway, the issue becomes having to switch clubs because you can't hit the driver out of there. So, unfortunately. Maybe? Oh, no. Thought I might have hit far enough for the sand, but I did not. That's okay. Thankfully, we got good old fancy-dancy driver. That should get us right there. That is actually a really nice approach. And we don't have the 4 birdie. So, that was a win all around. That's about as fast as you can play that hole. Okay, so wind here, I actually am going to adjust. That is going to go into a tree. But that's actually not a bad place to be. Typically, you want to get it with the female character. You want to get her as close as you can to the water. This was not bad at all, though. Oh, get through. Okay, cool. That was actually not a bad shot at all. Would have liked to have gone a little bit further, but that was really close. We're going to aim this. So there's the 4 birdie animation. Again, just waste time. Wow, that was pretty close. That was a little bit more close than I thought I was going to get. Okay, there we go. Yes, opponent, that's exactly the goal here. Mess up on purpose to save time. We have a little bit of wind here. That should be okay. Oh, is that going to be too far? Hit the tree. There we go. See, once again, using some of the stuff around you actually does save you time. I did not mean to hit the tree on purpose. I wish I could have said it. But it's there. And interestingly enough, I am aiming for the tree. Oh, is that going to get around it? No, out of bounds. Oh, that was so close. Yeah, that's the only problem with being over here. There we go. Let's try this. Is that going to get around it? That should stay in bounds? Okay, cool. That's exactly where we want to be. Okay, we're on. Yeah, intentional loss or death. I don't blame you. It's kind of weird to do something that's not exactly. If you're playing this game casually, what do you want to get? You don't want to get triple bogeys and things like that. In all fairness, in this game, you don't want to get triple bogeys either. But bogey is typically where you want to sit. Par and bogey. Par is usually a bit better because par doesn't require an animation either. There we go. That's a good shot. Nice approach. The way that the club, the swing meter pushes back is much more forgiving for the female character than it is the other two. The other two characters, though, you get a little more distance with the other folks. Let's see here. Oh, I don't know if that's going to make it. Oh, if it goes in the sand, we'll be okay. Hey, there we go. We actually got a good bounce there, so I'll take that. There we go. Oh, man, that was so close. Felt like I almost got lucky there. Jason, I agree with you. The tune is a banger, and it's a good thing it is because it's the only song in the game. Literally, this is your soundtrack for this course. That's all you get. Good old TurboGrafx 16. Okay, we're going to actually aim this one just a little bit. Oh, that's not going to work. Oh, maybe we'll. Well, we got lucky. We'll take it. Yes, technically, Maction, every game, every song in the game is a banger. Okay, here we go. I don't know if there's going to be enough. This is kind of a tough powered an area to be to shoot this one in. There are places you can get hole-in-ones in this game, and so, you know, if you're running this game and you're splitting on every single hole, you're using live split, you know, to use a timer. Oh, I don't think that's going to be good. Ugh, being in these trees is brutal. There are places you can get hole-in-ones, so trying to gold on some of those after you've gotten a hole-in-one is nearly impossible. Ooh, that might actually get there. And I haven't quite got there, interestingly enough, with my PB, but I would say a pretty decent speed time for this game is sub 10 minutes, even though nobody has submitted a sub 10-minute run. That seems very reasonable to me at this point, even though I haven't grinded the game in quite a while, so actually getting to that sub 10 point hasn't quite happened, but at some point I'll put the time in to do that. Hey, here we go. Okay, so we're coming down the home stretch, and there's a couple of different things you'll see that happen here. Not so much on this hole, but I am going to try to hit it in this little island in between the water. We'll see what happens. That might get there. Okay, well, that's close enough. And then from here, we can actually just go straight at the hole, which is kind of nice. There we go. I was hoping to get a little bit closer than that, but... Oh, Sean, we've had double bogeys, triple bogeys. It's been quite an adventure this morning. There we go. Hey, look at that. Well, speaking of birdies, that's 2 of them now. I did have an 11. Yeah, yes, Jason, this is actually true. Okay, so I'm going to take a weird shot here, folks, just so you know. The one is a big drawback of using this character as on this hole is that I don't want to put it in the out of bounds. So I'm going to try to go right. Oh my gosh, am I going to get it in there? Oh, jeez. That's exactly what I didn't want to do. How many times can I put it in the out of bounds so far in this game? It's a weird distance. It just so happened that I hit it perfectly too, so. Adjust here. Now I can take a full swing and get this thing over the out of bounds. Get closer to the water, keep pushing up, and I don't think we'll get to the green in the next shot, but we'll try. Okay, full swing right at it. There we go. That's about as good as you can get, close as you can get it. Honey Bucket, in my opinion, I did not enjoy the sequel at all. I thought I was going to overswing, that's why. I thought it was a far inferior version. It seemed like when I was playing it was a lot less fun. The music wasn't nearly as catchy. I didn't the course and the holes just didn't there wasn't a lot to interest me in it. But I may still want to give it a try. But there we go. Okay, wow, a wonderful 16 minutes and 43 seconds speed run. It does have this catchy song, though. And that's the end of the game. This is Power Golf on the TurboGrafx 16. But so here's the thing. If you are at all interested in speedrunning this game, go ahead and give it a try. We do actually have a leaderboard. Bald Nate, I think even Kat has submitted a run for this game. But it's totally it's a lot of fun. It's actually pretty good to play casually too. And the nice thing, like I said, you actually can play this. It's one of those rare games on the TurboGrafx 16 you can play as 2 player because you just hand off the controller, to the person you're playing with in real life. And it has, you can actually, there's a little scorecard here at the end. You can see how you did. Like, how great is that, right? Where's the 11? Let's look up the 11. Look at that. Hole number 2. Good old 11. Woo-wee. Plus 29. And that leaves my handicap at a balmy 36. What is handicap? I have no idea. I have played golf in real life. Still don't know how handicaps work. But there's something with something that does with something with golf. So, something. Okay. Folks, thanks so much for, seeing a launch title of the console and hanging around and starting off a good Sunday morning with some golf. Kat was talking about it. We've got a schedule today, folks. Get comfortable, find a cold beverage or a warm beverage because it is morning here in the States still. And enjoy what we got coming up. Cheese Viking Games coming up next with Nico Pun. I may be a little bit biased, but I'm really excited about the Airzonk and Bonk Trilogy Relay Race to close out the day. But so many good runs in between, including some PCFX action, which how is there somebody playing PCFX games? I have no idea. Curious how they're actually playing them. I assume it's some sort of emulation, but I don't know. But it should be fun. Hope you all have a good rest of your Sunday. Thanks for having me, and I'll see you a little bit later back tonight. See you later, everyone. Have a good one. Have a good marathon. I'll see you later.